Hello again, this is Pranav, and I'm just going to quickly walk you through how to use Airtable to kind of finish the second half of this user study. Once again, thank you for participating, and just make sure that your participant ID is the same as the one on the Airtable link we provided you. All right, let's get started. So the basic framework for the activities is already set up in the system, similar to what you did in the first activity. If you go over to the interview questions tab, you will see the interview questions already entered here. If you head over to the participants tab, you can add participants from research activities here. In this case, you can add the interviewee names here. If you click on the interview data tab, this section is specifically created for you to arrange interview data into a more organized format. For this activity, you must add relevant, interesting responses from the interviews into this table. To add a response to each question, select the activity, in this case interview, followed by participant, which gives a selection from the participants table, and then interview question, which again allows you to select from the list of interview questions table. Then fill in what the participant said in the response column. Please note that the idea of this system is to break down each interesting piece of findings into a separate row. So if an answer to a question has multiple interesting points, use a different row for each point rather than making long paragraphs, similar to what you would do in an affinity mapping exercise while creating notes. If you're not clear about this part, please reach out to us as soon as possible. Finally, click on the Secondary Research Data tab to enter findings from secondary research. Here, if you find any relevant or interesting findings from the article data provided, create a row for each point. Paste the entire paragraph into the full text column. Write a summary for this point in the excerpt column. Enter the article URL into the source column. These steps complete the organization part. Now you can take your time to read and analyze this data. There are several ways to organize/view the data. In the interview data, you can click on the View drop-down and group by either question or group by participants. You may feel free to explore other ways to view this using Airtable features. Let us know what you do. Finally, find any interesting themes from the data provided and create insights. These can be directly added in the interview data and secondary research data tables through the fields provided. Try using multiple pieces of raw data from different methods to support each insight. Once complete, use the Insights Deck block to view your insight deck. Print to save these as PDFs and send us your output.